2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Looking at the Lakers, this is a big game coming up for them. They've dropped their first two games, and the last thing they want to do is open the season 0-3. That is not the way to tip things off. Here in the early part of the season, Kenny, we've already seen a few teams outperform expectations. What can they do to keep rolling?
Just keep playing to your strengths, and you never let up. You can't change what you're doing now. It's working.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
And to add on to what my good friend Kenny is saying,
am I not your friend?
But you didn't say anything.
Yes,
Kenny
I did.
said something. All right. Anyway, can't get overconfident like you're doing right now. Even though you're winning, you keep looking for things that you can do better.
Man.
And you are my good friend, Ernie. I love
Oh,
you.
thanks, Shaq. Now, let's send it over to Kevin Harlan.
Everyone is in their seats here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Los Angeles Lakers look to grab a win on the home floor. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Looking at San Antonio, they took the win in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
And we all know in a hostile environment, always tough, but they were the better team on that night.
And a very good all-around effort here, and that's what you need to win on the road.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, we've heard the term unicorn given to rare players with great height and perimeter skills like Kristaps Porzingis, Karl-Anthony Towns, Joel Embiid, and the Greek Freak. But with ever more big men adapting to today's perimeter-oriented game, unicorns might not be so rare after all. Kevin, we need a new name.
Amazing to think. DA, thanks. Brent, some teams already failing to meet expectations. What shouldn't they do this early on?
Panic. I mean, sometimes it just happens, and sometimes it could take a winning streak. You might turn it around, a winning streak of 7 or 8 games, and the mentality in the locker room changes. The coaches maybe clue into rotations and maybe combinations of guys that all of a sudden you're feeling good about what you worked on in training camp and what you grinded through. Now you start to have some success with it. So the biggest thing is just don't panic.
And trust the plan.
Wow, I thought you might have gone process, but you did plan.
On purpose.
I like that.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking. I'm with you. I got to think.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Cool Hands. He's out there with Big Red. Booker out there with the bodyguard. And it's McCormick in at the point guard position. Here's the bulldozer. Shoots it. And it falls over the rim and in. Booker outside. Pass to Humphries. The pass to Batista. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. First quarter, just over a minute played. The bulldozer passes to Hayes. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Mason with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Houston. And there it is for him. Mason's got his first bucket of the night.
Mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive, and right now stringing some plays together.
Booker outside. He kicks to Humphries. Here's Batista, covered by Hayes. Tries it from 19. A nice shot by Booker.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Here's the bulldozer. 8 points his last outing. Mason, the pass to Hayes. That's short off the rim.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And it's in there. Rain Man's got his second basket of the game.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Passes it to Welch. Shot on the wing. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
To the inside. 9 feet out. And that one drops for him.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the 1 miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now, here is Humphries. Defense right on him. Here's Batista, covered by Hayes. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Lakers leading by 6. Pass to Hendricks. Kicks to Mason. The pass to Buchanan. Trains it from beyond the arc.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Passes it to Batista. To the inside, McCormick. And just miss after miss right now. Last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Rockets. Now Mason. There's the pass to Buchanan. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing. The passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And we'll see if anything's different this year, because they didn't match up well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series.
And now, it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast-break teams from a season ago. The Lakers second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Spurs trail by 12. Booker outside. Here's Batista, covered by Hayes. Shoots a fader. Good on the bucket. Cool Hands got his first 2 points of the night.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
Well, the Spurs organization has done an incredible job for so long, and Pop's consistency, along with his relationship with R.C. Buford, the way that they've scoured the globe to go out and find talent. They've both done this at the highest level and are trying to be emulated by most every other team in the league.
And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Here's Rain Man, defended by Booker. No good with the triple. Spurs trail by 10. Pass to Welch. Pulls it from 20, and he gets it to go. The bodyguard's got his first points of the game. Lakers have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Here's the bulldozer. He's got 6. Pass to Mason. Goes up on the wing. Booker pulls it in.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
Here's Batista. Booker outside. Passes to Welch. Just 5 to shoot. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And here is Mason. Knocked loose. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Los Angeles with another miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
It's blocked. Here's the bulldozer. He's got 6. Down low, kicks to Mason. Shot clock at 6. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Spurs trail by 5. The bodyguard passes to Humphries. Goes up to the stripe. The shot misses. LA's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And there's the pass to Hendricks. Here's the bulldozer. And it's Hart, top of the key. Mason for 3. That one's not going to go. And the Spurs going the other way now.
His touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
And the shot is good.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Yeah, he's certainly able to shoot over the top of people. High percentage look right there from the mid-range.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the best player in the NBA?
5 years from now, the best player in the NBA will be
Antetokounmpo? I'm going to go.
Wow.
I'm going to go and just say that right now.
You think he'll be the best player in the league?
If he does not get injured, I think he'll be the best player in the NBA. 5 years from now.
Okay, that sounds good.
Give me another name.
Is Joel Embiid going to be the man in the league?
I like that if he stays healthy. Of course, you can say that with anybody.
You can say it with anybody, but Joel Embiid might just be that guy.
Special talents. platoon swap here for the Lakers. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Garcia, he's checked in for Big Red. The Prophet comes in for Cool Hands. Brown, he's checked in for the bodyguard. And it's Boomer in for Booker. Now here is Hardaway. He dishes it to Hayes. Brown against Hardaway. Shoots over Brown. Misses off the left iron.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Wasted no time on that one. And now just a 1-point Laker lead.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
And that's all you can do. Just chisel away at the lead. Keep believing in what you're doing.
Now here's Gooden. Pass to Glover. Hardaway for three. San Antonio with the rebound. Now here's Brown. He kicks it to Garcia. Spurs working the ball around now. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Here's Gooden. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Lakers shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
2 shots.
Shots.
First one falls for him. And so Gooden nails both of them. On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on an 11-2 run. Passes to Boomer. Up top, Brown. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Brent, for as long as Coach Popovich has been at the top of this game, what really is there left to say?
I don't think there's much more you say on a professional level, but there's a lot to be said about the compassion and the things that Pop has done on a personal level for years behind the scenes, championing guys on his staff, supporting not only current players but former players on his team. The interesting thing for Pop the last couple of years is just how outspoken he's been in terms of the equality, not just around the NBA but around our nation, and some of the statements he's made that have garnered a lot of political attention. Greg Popovich not afraid to express some of the things that maybe deep down we all believe in.
That one is off. And the second free throw, good. So many teams switching the pick and roll, and we can see it defensively, what it does. How are offenses countering it?
I think the offense is what they're doing, Kevin, is being selective as to who it is comes out to set the pick. If I'm Steph Curry or I'm Kyrie Irving, and I know that there's a big defender guarding my 4-man or my 5-man, I'm going to call that screen up to the top of the key and make sure that I can go at the weaker defender that's guarding either one of my players to gain advantage.
And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second chance points in the NBA. The Lakers second,
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. The Lakers in the lead. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Hayes. To the inside. Here's Gooden. Rebound by Garcia. Here are the Spurs with the ball. This run now up to 13-2. Here is Boomer. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one misses.
And here in the early going, missed free throws starting to become the storyline.
And it's tied up with that one. And the Lakers have possession. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Lakers.
And this is a team that is so comfortable with that mid-range jump shot. There are a lot of folks who would say that's living dangerously, that it's a bad idea to rely on those 10 to 20 footers. But they've got players with the talent to knock those down consistently.
Here is Boomer. Dish now to Brown. The three. That one, no good. And the Lakers going the other way now. That's a foul called on the Prophet. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Prodigy, he's checked in for the Spurs.
In for the Spurs, Ernest Taffy.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. 1:53 left in the first quarter. And the Lakers with another miss.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
Robbins, he trains the quick shot. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Over to the left wing. Here's Gooden. And Owens pulls it down.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now, here's Gooden. Defense is right there. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Yeah, feel for him right now, guys. He's much better than this 1 for 4 start. He just needs to relax a little bit out there and let that game come around to him.
Here's the Prodigy. 13 feet away. Not going to go that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And simply put, they couldn't score. They never got completely in sync in that one.
This is when you look at the opposition and give them some credit with their defensive effort. Just a higher level of energy and focus. They were disruptive.
Shorty, he's checked in for Hardaway. .32 seconds left in the first quarter. Here is Boomer. The pass to the prodigy. Here's Garcia. San Antonio again missing. The Lakers trail. Pass to Townsend. Here's Shorty. Here's Townsend. No good from 18. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Spurs as they end the first quarter with a huge surge. An 18-4 run. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
A total team effort. Each guy looking to make the extra pass.
Well, as the coach of the team, you just can't ask for anything more. Obviously, this is propelling them to their advantage in the game.
Lakers shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. We've got Shorty. Boss is out there with Hayes. And it's Garbage Man. And it's Glover in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Laker 5. Shorty the pass to Gooden. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. San Antonio leading. Here is Boomer. Kicks it to Hollins. Passes it to Boomer. Shot from the wing. Rebound the Lakers.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
Here is Garbage Man. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Gooden. 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And he hits it to tie the game up. Garbage Man's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Lakers. Now the pass to the prodigy. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And that one's good. Hollins. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Pass to Gooden. Nice pass. Right him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Gooden's got 6.
And that's how you set up your teammates. Done with a little bit of flair.
And San Antonio shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Boomer the pass to Garcia. Over Glover. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. And here's Los Angeles. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Evan?
Well, they certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. DA, thank you. For Los Angeles, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Townsend, the pass to Gooden. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
Here's Caffey. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. So it's the Lakers now, trailing by 2. Kicks it to Gooden. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. In transition, here comes San Antonio. There's Brown with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
Big fruit substitution here for the Lakers. Hart, he's checked in for Maverick. Prez comes in for Prez. Rainman's checked in for Boss. And it's the Bulldozer in for Garbage Man. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new team. Big Red's checked in for Garcia. Cool Hands comes in for the Prophet. Bodyguards checked in for Brown. And it's Booker in for Boomer. The Lakers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
One shot.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Booker looking around. Passes to Humphries. Here's the Prodigy. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Hart. Here's Hendricks. Good on the three-point shot. Rainman's got 7 points.
You can blame some poor defense on that play. Just a total breakdown. Got to at least contest at some point.
There's the pass to Welch. Over Hendricks. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And it's 7 points for the Bodyguard. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's the Prodigy. Booker outside. Pass to Welch. Over Hendricks. And it's San Antonio with another.
Well, the defense looking at him like a Rubik's Cube. They cannot figure him out. He continues to light him up from the field. More importantly, they're winning.
Here's Hart. He's coming off a 16-point game against Houston.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds, guys. Can't forget about the fundamentals.
Spurs leading by 3. Pass to Booker. Batista. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's the bulldozer. He has 6. Passes it to Hendricks. Here's Hart, covered by Humphries. Count the basket. He's got 7.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Booker outside. Now the pass to the prodigy. Here's Batista. He's coming off a 16-point game against Portland. 4 on the clock. Here's Welch. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Booker with it. 8 points his last outing. Rebounded by the Lakers. Hayes has got his 5th rebound in this one. Hendricks passes to Hayes, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Batista. He kicks to Booker. Pass to Welch. They need this. The Lakers with the rebound. Hayes has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Hart. Count that one. And now a 4-point Laker lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Welch. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
And the pass to Stinson. Here's Hart. Over Humphries. Misses the fallback J. The Spurs have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Booker outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Fails to score here. He has made 5 of 12 to this point. LA's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Stinson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Shorty's got his first bucket of the night. And so Booker will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 4-point game. Here's the bodyguard. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known.
To the left wing. Pass to Stinson. Here's Hart. Over Humphries. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Spurs trail by 6. Booker the pass to Batista. And it's Shorty with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Hardaway's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Batista. Booker the pass to Batista. Offensive rebound. It's not going to go for him.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
Pass to Hart. Passes to Hendricks. Fires the three. And another three for the Lakers.
And right now, the game plan seems to be working.
It looks like this team has finally gotten into the club and found its rhythm, trying their best to pull away.
And there's the foul. It's on the Bulldozer. That's his first foul. And the Lakers making a change here. Mason's checked in. Here's the bodyguard, guarded by Mason. It's rebounded by Hayes.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Now Mason. A fader. The pass to Buchanan. Tries again. Mason misses.
He has to be frustrated out there right now. His teammates are really picking up the slack for a lackluster offensive night.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers. And then on Saturday, the Los Angeles Lakers will come into town.
And that game against the Suns, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
He's checked in for the Bulldozer. The Spurs also with the sub. Garcia, he's checked in for Big Red. Booker outside. Pass to McCormick. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
Here is Mason. Pass to Gooden. Here's Hart. And here's Hayes. Dishes it to Mason. Passes it to Hendricks. Jacks up a 3. Rebound San Antonio.
Man, it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
Rebounded by Hart. Lakers leading by 7. 1:43 left in the first half of basketball. To the left side wing. Jacks up a 3. That one, no good.
And still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning. They'd like to get him going.
McCormick. Good on the three-point shot. 7 points in the game.
Unable to close out defensively, even against the smaller shooter.
Yeah, it's tough sometimes to get a hand up on the three-point shot, but in this case, that didn't even affect it.
Now here's Hayes. Over Batista. And again, no good by the Lakers. Spurs trail by 4. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. There's 57 seconds left now here in the second. The pass to Hendricks. Inside. It's stolen. And they're running. Here's Batista. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3. Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's Rain Man, defended by Booker. Hendricks passes to Mason. Tipped away. It's 2-on-1. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For San Antonio, they have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early. And he makes the first. And some changes here for the Lakers. Mavericks checked in for Hart. Prez comes in for Prez. And it's Garbage Man in for Rain Man. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, he talks so much about rhythm from the field. How about a rhythm from the free throw line? That looks good.
Here is Garbage Man. Kicks to Gooden to stop the drought. They get it back. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Spurs up 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Pop, what did you think of the pace of your team in the first half?
Well, we've upped the pace. It's what we need to do because we're not as good a defensive team as we used to be. So something's got to give somewhere.
Bob, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave them a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, as we know, it's always a good idea to pound the ball into the paint. So many defensive game plans are focused just on stopping the 3. When you hurt a team down low, they got to react. That allows you to play inside out. Trust me, I have the blueprint. I own the blueprint. I created the blueprint. Inside, kick it back out, shoot the 3. Rick Fox, B. Shaw, and big shot, Bob for 3. The crowd going crazy. I know you remember that, Ernie.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. The bodyguard really making a difference here.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, he has been dominant as we expected coming into this one. Skilled and relentless.